All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez. How's it going?
Going pretty well. Going pretty good.
How'd you do with your picks yesterday? Hopefully you done better than I did.
Didn't do real good. 3 and 4.
I'm at 3 and 4.
So we did the same. And the Reds dunking up last night.
Yeah, I went 2 and 2 in baseball and 1 and 2 in hockey.
I was the same.
A little bit of a rough night. That puts me at 279 and 256 on the year with my picks. Hey, how's it going, Billy? How's it going, Glenn? Billy had put something up here at the top. I don't know if he became a Reds fan, but I did hear that he's already gave up on the Astros this season. Like 15 games in. And Glenn says he may have jumped ship. Well, did you see all the people that was at the field house last night for
Yes.
that Fever draft party? I heard that place was about full just for the draft party.
Yeah, I didn't watch any
That's
of the,
pretty crazy.
I didn't watch any of the draft. I seen some stuff on Facebook, people following the draft and some of the picks and stuff. And then I had ESPN on and seen some experts talk about the draft. And I see them talking about the Fever in particular. And some of the experts think that they definitely think the Fever, they don't think they're a threat to win a championship this year, but they think they're definitely a threat to make the playoffs and maybe a threat to maybe be a championship team in the future, but they don't think 1 year is enough time. And then I've heard that a lot of people think the Chicago team had one hell of a draft.
Yeah, they got that one girl from South Carolina, that big 6'7" girl, Cardosa. Then they got Angel Reese.
Yeah, so then a lot of people are pretty happy with that draft. He's on cloud nine, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Wonder how his buddy from Danville's doing. Wonder how happy he is.
Damien said the Bulls need to learn from the sky.
We're talking some sports. They did announce Rhea Ripley did give up the belt. I heard it's some kind of joint in her shoulder. They said just a sprain, but they talk about her being out 6 months. She'd be out 6 months with a sprain.
I mean, it could be.
They said a couple of months of doing nothing, 6 weeks of doing nothing, and then rehabilitation, and probably they said 4, 5, 6 months. I think it's depending.
I know
AC joint.
That's what I was going to say. AC. That's what I was going to say. Probably AC joint. You see, put up keep football players out for a while. You see, like so I think that's kind of like what Debo had. And he ended up he set out, but then he came back and he ended up coming back and playing that last game, or playing in the playoffs. You know what I mean? But and as much as they work, the best thing probably for what is to let it rest, or it's not going to ever heal up the way they work 300, close to 300 days a week or whatever it is.
What's the date?
Or 300 days a year, not a week. What the fuck?
It's the 16th. WrestleMania was on the 6th and the 7th, correct? And there's already people wanting to bitch about Cody's championship run. He ain't even had a freaking match yet.
It's been a week.
Barely a week. Calm down. Jesus.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. I guess because they don't have a set fee. I mean, it looks like it's going to be AJ Styles. I don't think they'll put him against LA Knight. Him and AJ Styles have never faced in a one-on-one or tag team match before. So, I mean, I think that's a good first little feud. I think, where do you think he's going to be? A lot of people think he's going to be on SmackDown. Right now, that's where the belt, where he would be, because he won that belt from Roman Reigns. But the number one show is going to be, starting next year, is going to be Raw. It's going to be on Netflix. They paid all that money. Raw is going to be the one show. So do you think that I think Cody stays on Raw.
I don't know. I mean, because you can have a champion on.
Well, they're supposed to have them split. You know how that goes.
Yeah, I'm sure SmackDown still. I mean, it ain't like it. They're still going to keep it good. So
well, it's going to be moving to in the fall, it's going to be moving to USA.
Yeah, that's what
So
I'm saying. I don't think they're going to put a lot more emphasis on Raw than what they do SmackDown, because you got to keep USA happy too.
Well, that's true, but they're paying a lot more money to Netflix. I mean, Netflix is paying a lot more
Yeah,
money.
but USA's paid a lot of money for a long time too. I mean, how many years has Raw been on USA?
True.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
WWE's dealt with USA for
forever.
for a long time.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that's true. I think Cody will end up on Raw. I think that's where they'll want him, but we'll see. I'm just hoping Damian Priest gets a good run. I don't.
Glenn and Billy talking some racing.
No, I don't think he's talking AJ Styles. I don't think Styles is going to get the belt. I mean, I think they're going to keep it on Cody right now. I think it's a good first opponent. We'll see what the future holds. I think the draft's got everything on hold, to a certain degree.
Did Styles say he was retiring? I thought he just said that he knew that he was getting closer to the end.
Yeah,
I don't think he's said when he's going to retire yet, has he?
I don't think he has said. I don't know how long this contract is. This last one he signed. I do know that I don't think he's planning on having another contract, and I think his plans are to work with WWE in the office or
I figure
probably NXT.
I figure that's what I figure. He'll be doing something behind the scenes or something. He seems to like it there at WWE.
Yeah,
from everything I've heard about it. All right, well, NBA tonight, you got the play-in tournament starting.
what are you thinking about that?
You got the Lakers and the Pelicans, and whoever loses this game would play the winner of the Warriors and Kings game. The winner would get the 7th seed, and then the loser would play the winner of the other game to see who gets the 8th. I see a lot of people say the Lakers should lose this game should basically lose this game on purpose, because you don't want to get you don't want to have to play Denver in the first round. Yeah, but they'd rather play OKC in the first round. The problem with that is if you lose this game, then you have to win your next game. And what if there's no guarantees? So I think they're going to play to win.
I do too.
Lakers are underdogs, which did surprise me a little bit. I know Anthony Davis is dealing with the back. I think he's going to play, but they have the Pelicans as a 1. Well, it was 1.5. Now it's just a 1-point favorite. I'm gonna go with the Lakers at the +1. Lakers are -102 on the money line. Pelicans are -118 on the money line. So they have this game close to a pick 'em now. Over-unders at 226. I like the Lakers at the +1, and I like the over-unders at 225, and I like the over the 225. And then Warriors and Kings is the other playing game that's tonight. I guess they're doing the two doing the two Western Conference playing games tonight. Eastern Conference games are on Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Warriors at the -2.5. They're -142 on the money line. Kings are +120 on the money line. Over-unders at 223. I think this could be a real good game, but I just think some of the injuries to the Kings with Herter and have another guy that's been out too. I think that hurts them, and I just think the experience of the Warriors in these kind of situations is going to come through. So I like the Warriors at the -2.5. Kings were fully healthy. I wouldn't be surprised if the Kings were favorites in this game, but it's hard for me to pick against Steph Curry in this kind of situation. So I'm going Warriors -2.5. And I'm going to take the over the 223.
Yeah, I didn't pick any NBA games, but I know I think if the Lakers lose, I think it'll be a real tough game with Golden State and Sacramento's had the Lakers number this year. So I don't think the Lakers want to lose that game. They may find themselves not in the playoffs. But I agree with you. I think they'll beat the Pelicans. The Sacramento game to me is just a toss up. I don't know because if I remember right, that game's in Sacramento, isn't it?
Yes. And the Lakers game is in New Orleans as well.
Yeah,
but the Lakers haven't been a bad road team.
No, and then Sacramento's not been playing real good as of late.
Like I said, some injuries have really affected them.
Yeah, the last 10 games are 5-5, where the Lakers are 7-3. Kings are 4-6, like you said, some of the injuries, and the Warriors are 8-2. So looking at that, the hotter teams are the Lakers and Golden State.
Yeah, I think Lakers are going to win, and I think it's going to be Warriors and Pelicans to see who gets that last spot. I think the Warriors are going to end up getting that last spot. Out of them 4 teams, I think it's going to be the Lakers and the Warriors get the last 2 spots.
Okay.
You didn't do no NBA?
No.
All right.
F the NBA. You know my motto.
NHL. I'll tell you what, you got a lot of games going on in NHL. A lot of them are a lot of them mean stuff. Because like I know the Penguins, they need to win and they need a couple losses. They need a couple teams to lose for them to get in the playoffs after they got beat by the Bruins the other day. And I know some other teams in that situation. These NHL playoffs are going to be, I think are going to be crazy, especially the first round. For tonight, I'm going to go with the Flyers on the money line at home against the Capitals. And I'm going to go with the Hurricanes on the money line on the road at the Blue Jackets.
Okay, my NHL picks for tonight. I got Carolina on the road at Columbus. I'll take Carolina money line. I got Detroit on the road money line at Montreal, and I have Philadelphia at home money line against Washington.
I think if the Lakers play OKC, that's the problem. Because if they win tonight, they're going to get Denver. I don't think they beat Denver in the series. I don't think the Warriors are going to beat Denver in the series. I think but I do think the Warriors could have a chance to maybe get by OKC, and I can see the Lakers maybe getting by OKC if that was the matchup. Which I think the Warriors have the better chance of getting that matchup because, like I said, I don't see unless the Lakers was to lose tonight, but I don't see the Lakers lose on purpose to try to get that situation. But yeah, I don't see either one of them beating Denver. Not saying that it's a guarantee that either one of them would beat OKC, but I think both of them have a better chance. Definitely have a better chance against the Thunder than what Thunder or even the Timberwolves and what they do Denver. But I don't see anybody in the West beating Denver. I think Denver's going to be back in the finals.
I do too.
I'm ready for Sunday to get here and for the Pacers start their playoff.
Yes,
it's been a while since we've been in the playoffs, and I think Pacers have a good chance of beating the Bucks.
Some people say Giannis is not going to play the first couple games.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been like that's definite that he's not. I know there's a chance that he might not because of that injury to his leg. So I'm not sure if how many games he'll miss or if he'll miss any. But there is a chance he could miss a couple. But even if he plays, I still think the Pacers have a good chance of beating the Bucks. Pacers have played well against the Bucks this season. Pacers actually played good against the top teams in the East. Parkers, I hope it goes. I think it could go 7. I said yesterday I think the Pacers are going to win in 6. But I can see it going 7. But I think Pacers do win the series.
I think if Pacers win it, it's got to go 6. If it goes 7, I think the Pacers are in trouble. That's just my opinion.
Quickest way for taking out a buck is to take out his leg from under his leg.
Okay, Glenn.
Let's say a 5.
Glenn, you know Glenn. Him and his feelings sometimes. He's right.
I think it'll be a good NBA playoffs. I don't watch a whole lot of NBA during the regular season, but I do watch quite a bit of the playoffs.
Playoffs were good last year.
I watch a lot. If I don't watch Pacer game, I do listen to it a lot on the radio when I'm out. But then I watch some of them. But I don't know. NBA is just hard to. Yeah, hypocrisy. That's what I was saying yesterday. We need Halliburton to show up and get hot and start hitting some shots. Sometimes I think he gets a little too passive. He gets to. And don't get me wrong, he can pass the ball great, and it's great to get your teammates involved. But sometimes I think he looks to pass a little too much. I just wish we had Benedict Mathurin.
Yeah, I agree.
That was a big injury for us. All right, baseball. I went a little crazy on baseball tonight.
A little crazy anyway.
I ended up going with 5 games.
I went 4.
Let me get over here. I'm going to go with the Baltimore Orioles on the money line at home against the Minnesota Twins. Orioles have Rodriguez on the mound. Twins have struggled to start the season. Orioles have been pretty good. Orioles are minus 164 on the money line. Then I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Rays at home against the Los Angeles Angels. The Rays are 1.5 run favorites. I'm going with the Rays on the money line at the minus 146. Rays have Savali on the mound. I think his ERA is under 2. He's got off to a good start this season. I think the Angels are going to have trouble scoring on the Rays. Then we'll take the Pittsburgh Pirates on the money line on the road at the New York Mets. Mets haven't been playing great baseball either. This game's close to a pick-em-o. I'm going to go with the Pirates at minus 102. They have Jones on the mound. Then we'll take the Kansas City Royals against the Chicago White Sox. White Sox are terrible.
Yeah, they are.
They've been getting the hell beat out of by everybody to start the season. And the Royals have Singer on the mound, who's got off to a hot start to the season as well. So I'm going to take the Royals on the money line. And in my last game, I'm taking the Cincinnati Reds, who had a rough game yesterday against the Mariners. Mariners were pounding the damn ball yesterday. But Hunter Green will be on the mound for the Reds tonight. Mariners have Gilbert on the mound, who's good. But I'm going to go with the Reds at the plus 1.5 in that game. Hunter Green's been pitching pretty well. I think the Reds are going to have they didn't hit the ball terrible yesterday, but it was just gave up too many hits, and Seattle was scoring runs off their hits. Like they had at one time had 6 hits and 5 runs. Yeah. It's like that can't happen. If a team's going to have 6 hits, it needs to be like 2 runs. And that was kind of like what the Reds had. Reds had 5 or 6 hits, but had 3 runs out of them. Yeah. You give up 6 hits and 5 runs, you're in trouble.
Like the other day, the Reds, I told you, the game they won, they got hot. They had 5 runs at one point and 4 hits. You know, I mean, you're doing that, you're tough to beat.
And that's what the Mariners were doing to the Reds last night.
My baseball picks for tonight, I have Baltimore money line at home against Minnesota, Tampa Bay money line at home against the Angels. I've got Kansas City money line on the road against the White Sox, and I have St. Louis money line on the road at Oakland. I did have another wrestling question for you real quick. What do you think about them turning Gable heel?
It didn't surprise me because I think he's going to be the next one to. I think he's going to be the next one to win that Intercontinental title. I think he's going to be the one to take it from Sammy.
What do you think about them?
So it didn't surprise me. Kind of surprised me a little bit that they done it last night in Montreal.
That's kind of a good place to do it if you want to get heat.
Well, yeah, that's true.
In front of his wife, in front of the
I didn't see it, but I heard his entrance was fucking awesome last night.
Sammy's?
Yeah.
Outstanding. I've never seen nothing like it. I mean, they did it he started outside the arena because that was the first show he ever seen was in that arena. And it was outstanding.
Yeah, so wasn't it the screw job?
think it was the first show we ever seen.
If I remember right,
Yep,
it was
97.
It was screw job.
It was because he said 97. Yeah, it was. It was outstanding. They're
McAfee and his guys was talking about it, and they said that they thought it was the best, might have been the best entrance ever, especially not at like a stadium, like in an arena. Because like the stadiums, they have the bigger setup, but he said in like an arena, he goes, he thinks that's the best entrance he's ever seen.
I don't know what they're paying this guy that they got from ESPN to take over their production, but they're probably not paying him enough because this dude is outstanding. His ideas, and I know Triple H and other people involved, but their production and their camera angles and everything.
I like how with like Sami Zayn and like Kevin Owens, they've been doing. I told you this the other day how they've been just like following them through the back to their entrance. I've enjoyed that angle. It's something different.
They're doing great.
It's kind of like UFC and boxing, where because if you think about them, they show the guys coming, coming down the hallway. So it's a little bit like that, but to see them like in the gorilla with the cameras and show the guys walk through and stuff, that's you'd never seen that.
And what do you think about? I've seen people, and I think this is a good idea. Put the Creed brothers
with Gable.
With Gable.
Yeah.
That would be, and they need some more heel tag teams. Splitting up the tag teams. That's not a bad idea.
No, that wouldn't be a bad idea at all. No, I think making the Hill is a good move. And I'm glad it looks like he might finally get his opportunity because that dude's I think he's great. I like watching him, and I think he's severely underrated.
Plus, the match last night was outstanding too. It was a really good match. Seen some stuff I never seen before. Them two put on a great show. There's been he's selling stock like crazy, and there's people that think that he's going to try to do something.
He's gonna go buy AEW from Tony Khan and run against WWE.
Hey, he's nutty enough. I don't think he'd ever buy AEW because I don't think AEW would sell to him. But hell, who knows? I don't think Khan would go into partners with Khan, or with Vince. But who knows? But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to do something.
Khan could be doing his coke. Vince could be doing his crazy shit.
Coke and horse, man. Coke and horse.
Who knows?
Hey, Glenn, you want to sign up?
He's
by AEW.
Damien says he could maybe buy NWA.
I don't think what's his name will sell it to him. He's not a Vince fan. He's a Triple H fan, but I don't think he's a Vince fan. The other thing, would any network want to? Vince would have to have somebody out front because I don't think any network's going to. He could be behind the scenes, but I don't think they're going to want, because everything it's happened. I don't think any network would want to work with him. What do you think?
I don't know. I kind of agree with you, but there's always that one. That might be willing to.
I'll buy it. Turn it over to Buck. You're gonna have it all bucked up, huh?
All right. Well, did you have anything else for today?
No, I think I'm good to go.
Oh man. But join us tonight at 9. I'll be airing the JICW show from over the weekend. So join us for that. It's posted up on YouTube. It's already up on YouTube. That's going to be on there. I just got to make a post on Facebook. But
it's a really good show. It's a fun show.
So check that out tonight. YouTube and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. Damien said, "What if Vince brings back WCW?"
Well,
I don't think he could because WWE owns all the.
Yeah, so
owns that name.
Yeah, if he's selling all the stock and everything, unless he tried to purchase it from him, which I don't think.
Parker said Vince ain't making a new company.
I wouldn't be shocked if he, in his mind, he thinks he could do it and wants to do it, but I don't think it can get done.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen either. But It'd be funny.
Apoxy, what do you think about them turning Gable? I think it's a very smart idea.
Yeah, but join us tonight, 9 o'clock, YouTube and Twitch. Like I said, we'll be airing the JICW Spring Spark from last Saturday. And then tomorrow I'll be airing some more of the WCWO Comic-Con shows. We'll be back tomorrow right around 3 o'clock with another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Like and follow Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. Real quick, I'll go through my picks one more time. NBA tonight, I'm going Lakers +1 and the over the 225 in that game against the Pelicans. Taking the Warriors at the -2.5 and the over 223 in that game. NHL, Flyers money line and the Hurricanes on the money line. And in Major League Baseball, we got the Orioles money line, Rays money line, Pirates money line, Kansas City Royals money line, and the Cincinnati Reds at the +1.5. Picks are 279 and 256 on the year. We appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow.